statement?
We'll give Miami credit. They played a good game today. Their starter, I felt like did just enough. Felt like we had some opportunities. We hit some balls hard there early in the game. Tough day to hit. I thought Wagner hit a ball early in the game that on a lot of days is a home run. Blake Wright hit a ball pretty good early in the game, but there's no excuse. We still just struggling a little bit on the offensive side of things. We got to get better there. But pitching staff wise, I thought we did enough, and I thought we pitched really well. Hoffman gave us everything he could have given us for a Saturday start, and I thought our bullpen was good. We ran into some tough luck there. Had Labriola in there facing the lefty, and had 2 strikes on him, 2 outs, and he did a really good job of just using the whole field, base hit, and scored 2 runs. But all in all, I thought our bullpen did great. It's good to get Gilbert back in the game. He's been out for a couple weeks. It's good to get him back in there, and he threw the ball well. Olenchuk threw the ball well. I thought we pitched well. Defensively, thought we made some nice plays. We just got to get the bats going. That's the bottom line. We got to swing the bats better, and hopefully we can get some momentum at some point in tomorrow's game and get it turned back in the right direction offensively.
Monte, is there a common thread you're seeing with the situational hitting? And somebody's going to hit 1 for 13 with runners on today. Is there anything you can pinpoint?
Well, I think hitting with runners in scoring position is tough. I think a lot of times, when you have runners in scoring position, pitchers are going to spin the ball a lot more, and I think we have to do a better job of laying off the pitches out of the strike zone with runners in scoring position. Sometimes, guys can be a little bit overly aggressive on off-speed pitches. We just have to be able to use the whole field, lay off the pitches outside of the strike zone and put ourselves in better counts to hit. I think that's part of it. I think we're just pressing a little bit too much right now. I think that we've had a few games in a row now where we haven't been very offensive, and I think our guys are just pressing a little bit at the plate.
Obviously, a week ago you were 14-0.
Yeah.
Baseball takes a turn really quick. Is there anything you can say to these guys about the highs and lows?
Yeah, I told them, look, it's just part of the season. It's part of the process. You're going to go through this. We weren't going to be perfect, throughout the season. We knew that at some point you're going to go through some tough spells, and we're going through one right now. But we just got to maintain our belief in each other, maintain our belief in what we're doing, and more than anything, they have to individually believe in themselves. When you're going through a tough time, go through a couple tough games, sometimes you lose your confidence a little bit and you begin to press and those kind of things. And I'm the one that needs to be stressed out and down in the dumps, not the kids. The kids need to come out and play and just keep competing for each other. That's what coaches are for. Coaches should wear the losses. The kids, they have to understand that we need them to go out there and compete for our program and keep believing in each other and keep fighting, and they will. They'll, again, it's going to take one inning. If we can get one inning where we get a couple guys on base, somebody hammers the baseball in a gap, next thing you know, that offense will get rolling again, just like it had up until about a week ago.
Second longest outing this season for Nick. What do you think was working for him?
He just really did a good job of pitching in and out and up. I thought he did a real good job today of elevating his fastball with 2 strikes. Got some swings and misses at the top of the zone. If you look at his punch out numbers were pretty dang good for Nick. Nick's not a guy that punches out a lot of guys. Usually he's a pitch to contact, fly ball oriented guy. And he was able to elevate the fastball above the belt a little bit today and got some swings and misses. And I thought he did a good job of running some fastballs in on their hitters. They do a real good job of using the other side of the field with 2 strikes. He doesn't spin the ball a ton. But I thought he just really did a good job of pitching in and out and up, and I thought it was his best start of the year, in my opinion.
You've shifted the lineup over the last couple of days, plugged some new guys in. Is there anybody that maybe you haven't tried that?
I'll always look at it. Now that the game is over, I'll look at the pieces and see if there's something that makes sense, to move in and out and those kind of things. Again, typically when you're not scoring runs, you want to try to run another guy or 2 in there and see what they can do. I don't want to move the pieces of the puzzle all over the place, but we'll still continue to look at it and maybe tinker with 1 or 2 more guys to see if we can find a spark there.
What went into that decision to potentially walk. I think it was Morales there in the 7th.
Yeah. Well, we had Labriola on the mound. Morales hits left-handed pitching very, very well. The on-deck hitter hits 176 versus left-handed pitching. So that was the rationale behind it. We felt like the matchup was better. We had Lindley ready to face, I think it was Burke. You know, the right-handed hitter. Romero doesn't hit left-handed pitching very well. And, you know, Labriola had him. I mean, we had him right where we wanted him. We had him in a 1-2 count with 2 outs. And, you know, he just left the breaking ball up and, you know, didn't bury it. And had he buried it, you know, probably good things would have happened. But he's a good hitter. So that was the rationale. Morales with a base open. We felt like, you know, Labriola with him, especially with the lefty on deck, it was the right move to put him on base and pitch to that matchup. I feel like Morales is their most dangerous hitter.
Anything else?
When you said you feel like guys are just pressing, what can you guys do as coaches sort of help, you know, when they're in that sort of funk and pressing?
We try to be very positive with the players. I think that's the main thing is you have to remain positive with your guys and show that you believe in them because you know, as a baseball player, you know, it's you know, the psyche of a baseball player, it can be tough. I mean, you're dealing with a lot of pressure to play at a school like a Clemson. You're dealing with failure constantly, and you know, the players have to feel like you have their back, and that, you know, you're the person that they can come to that's going to help them and not shun them. So when you have to deal with the amount of failure that a baseball player has to deal with, they need somebody on their side. So, you know, my job is to remain positive and keep coaching them and helping them to the best of my ability, so that, you know, they you know, maintain their confidence and their belief in themselves.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thanks, Mike.